Good evening, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Welcome to another day of triathlon training. It is nearly 20 past 6. I've put this off far too long. If I don't seem very excited, that's because I'm not. Tonight's bike session is a pretty difficult one. So sometimes you can get away in bike training, not even get away with, but even be at an advantage from mixing up your training, doing intervals of different durations so it's less mentally taxing. For example, if you wanted to do half an hour of threshold work, you couldn't really, well, you could do half an hour at threshold, but that's really hard. You could do 6 times 5 minutes off of 2 minutes recovery at threshold, those sorts of things. Break it up, get the time in zone in, and you're getting, 90-95% of the training effect with a lot less of the fatigue and mental strength required. However, sometimes you do just have to grit your teeth and get the long intervals done. My current training block focus is all working around threshold, so it's trying to extend the period of time that I can ride at threshold for. Contrary to popular belief, FTP or threshold power isn't very often your 1 hour power. Could be 40 minutes, could be 50 minutes, could be an hour and 10, an hour and 20. And the numbers you get from the tests obviously differ very person to person. So I'm trying to work on how long I can hold threshold for, or what my estimated threshold power is. Now, tonight's session is all about working at sweet spot. So sweet spot is 87 to 93% of threshold, basically a little bit less than threshold. You're supposed to get the majority of the benefits from training at threshold, but a lot less fatigue because you're not quite training that hard. So tonight's session isn't very mentally stimulating. It's difficult, but training is difficult, so that's what it is. Let's have a look. Nice little warm-up, probably about, 15-20 minutes riding in total, and then the main block is 35 minutes at 325 watts, which is about a sweet spot for me. I do feel like I need to retest. I'm feeling pretty strong at the minute, so I might be a bit higher than that, but not tonight. I'll wait till next week. So 35 minutes at sweet spot shouldn't be massively difficult. I should be able to do it, no problem. But mentally, a 35-minute block is so hard. Like, for example, I've been home since like 5:15. It's 20 past 6. What am I doing? Just putting it off. I have told myself if I get this session done to plan and deliver it well, then I don't have to go swimming tonight. I do have to go swimming tonight, but I'm just kidding myself. All right. Anyway, let's get on the bike. All right, warm up done. I've even been for a nervous wee. That's how nervous I am. I've got 3 minutes left before I'm going to say the pain begins, but the pain doesn't begin straight away, does it? Thank you to the people who have messaged me to tell me that Lionel Sanders is now a vlogger. He's basically copied me, hasn't he? Anyway, take inspiration from that. Whew, right, let's get stuck in. I don't know as if I'm going to be able to say anything during the effort, so I'll probably just see you at the end. Let's go. 15 down, 20 to go. Feeling good. 18 with attitude. Acting real rude. That'll do. So chuffed for that, to be honest. We'll put the stats in a sec though. Alright, so session done and dusted. I was going to show you on screen, but I've clicked off it. So instead, we've got James Simpson's face, which is just as good motivation. Anyway, tonight's session. So I did the 35-minute sweet spot, 328 watts. So for those that watched last week, I did 30 minutes at 329. So to only drop 1 watt for an extra 5 minutes, I'm dead happy with that. And to be honest, I probably could have gone harder if I wanted to. Like, I felt like that was controlled, as sweet spot should be. If you're doing sweet spot efforts and it feels like you're going flat out, it's too hard. Whew, dead happy with that. What else do I need to do? I've got 10 minutes until I'm going swimming. So I kidded myself into saying you're not going swimming, but I actually need to because I didn't go last week. If I don't do sessions like this, if I can't have the mental strength to get through them and the physical strength to get through them, it's a waste of time. All the other stuff I'm doing, like when I'm talking about team time trial tactics and aims and ambitions for the year and stuff, if I'm not prepared to put this hard work in, then I shouldn't benefit from the rewards later on, should I? So hard work, put it in. Let's go for a swim. All right, swim done and dusted. Matt's trying to go home, so I've just grabbed him in the car park as per normal. You absolutely love this, don't you?
Yeah, it's my favourite.
So swim done and dusted. Tonight was the first session organised by Ash. So we've been coming for the last few weeks on a Thursday night. There's been 5 or 6, 7 of us sometimes.
Yeah.
Tonight there was what, 20? 22? Yeah. Something like that?
Yeah, like some lanes had 6 and 7 in.
Yeah, like 3 lanes with between like 6 and 8 people in each lane, didn't we? So awesome session. Session was, what was it, 400?
So yeah, basically 400 metre blocks, wasn't it? 1 400, 2 200s, 4 100s, and then 8 50s, each increasing intensity. So yeah, good session to cover all the bases really.
Pretty straightforward. Of course, a lot of people haven't swum together before, so it's just about finding out which lane's right for you, which order in the lane, people buddying up with people who are swimming similar pace, all those sorts of things. A lot of people haven't swam interval sessions for ages, me included, so I started fairly well. well and then finished fairly not well, but there you go. Matt is my run coach, who's had a week off, haven't you? You enjoyed your free time without me hassling you.
I still did all the work, you just chose not to do the sessions.
I didn't choose not to, I chose not to.
Yeah, we've got to be cautious this time, you know what I mean? There's nothing like, no point in pushing it and getting injured and making it worse.
Yeah.
So.
I feel about 90% better. I haven't ran, so I don't know if it's better or not, but everything I read about hip flexors says give it a week or so at least. So I'm going to give it another 2 or 3 days and then get back into it next week. Matt, your own running is going pretty well at the minute. You've got quite a lot of volume in the bank. What events have you got coming up?
Yeah, so we're doing sort of marathon prep races. There's no marathon on the horizon, but we've got Valentine's Day 30, which is always around Valentine's Day weekend.
30k Stanford.
30k road race down at Stanford. And then I think it's 4 or 6 weeks later, we've then got Ashby 20, which is 20-mile road race, so a little bit further. Traditional spring marathon prep races. Yeah. And we thought about doing a spring marathon in preparation for Ironman Lanzarote, but marathon's a bit much, especially the volume this time of year. So yeah, we're just getting kind of prepped for a hard road race without going too deep and ruining a training block. So yeah, hopefully it'll be something to look forward to and not come out too broken the other side.
Sounds sensible. I can see why you've been set on as run coach. Good. Okay, well, if you see Matt at those events, if you're doing Stanford 30k or Ashby 20, please do let me know down below and say hi to Matt when you're there. Get a picture with him, asking for an autograph, all those sorts of things. He loves that.
Love it.
So yeah, anyway, good day's training in the bank.
And also, if you're here around Alfreton, sorry to jump in, but yeah, there's it's a full swim session, but there's more space available, and it's really great to support Ash and obviously come down and
that's why Matt successfully runs a triathlon club and I don't. The leisure centre will give us more lanes if there's the demand for it. So if more people turn up, we'll get more lanes.
Yeah, just getting people involved. It's awesome. I think Ash was kind of a little bit surprised by how popular it was as well. Like we've worked hard to bring 8 to 10 people that are local to us, and the more people that come, the more of a success it'll be.
I think we should take credit for 20 turn up today, though, although we don't know half of them. I think it's down to us.
It's all down to you being a local influencer.
Well, I don't know. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do hit a subscribe button down below. Matt has, and I'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m.